Hi everyone. I just want to make a quick video about my goals up until the beginning of next semester and why I feel it's important to set yourself short term and long term goals. To start off, I'll talk about long term goals. The reason why it is very, very important to have like a long term goal is because, like I say, 10 to 15 years from now, you want to know where you want to be, and the same can be said for short-term goals. Like, let's say a month or 2 months from now, you want to know where you want to be and like what you want to work towards. Goals in general just give you like a sense of direction, and that's essentially why people have goals. Also because they want to achieve things in life, and goals or like short-term goals lead them to those long-term goals. You get my point. So I have made like a couple of sticky notes. I'll just read off them. I'll show them to you first. Like, that's them. So I have long-term goals written down, which I won't talk about them right now. I might make another video on that. But short-term goals are essentially, the first one is to do my best in class. Now that is kind of vague, and I could have made that more specific. Like, make sure you don't dip below an A in this certain class, or make sure you don't get a B in this class. But I wanted to make it vague in the sense that I wanted it to be like sort of generic for all of my classes. And so that's why I just said do your best, because I don't want to say like get an A, because I would say in some classes it might be a bit unrealistic to get an A in that class. So I'm just gonna say do my best and give it my all, because yeah, it's just there's different. I'd say I have different standards for different classes, and that's why I just want to do my best in my classes. The next one is to lose 10 kgs before the start of next sem. I don't feel like that's too unrealistic, because, during the summer I'm going to be back home in Dubai. Then I'm also going to be coming back in around like June for an internship, and I won't have much to do when I am in Chicago, because my friends will probably be in their places, or like, chilling for summer break, which is fine. But I will have a lot of time to myself, and I think that's gonna, be very beneficial for like weight loss and stuff. Then I want to make a resume and find a job for next semester. I just want to get an SSN. That's why I want to look for a job. It's not like I mean, I'm not going to talk about financials because I'm very privileged. But yeah, I just want to make a solid resume with all I've done so far and include the internship on it as well. Yeah, I just want to find a job, get an SSN, because then I can get a credit card, and there's a whole bunch of advantages as an international student to having an SSN. So that's that. Limit phone time to an hour 30 per day. Right now, I'd say I'm averaging around like 2.5 to 2 hours, maybe sometimes 3 in a day. And I think that is a significant like step down from what I was like, I want to say 2 months ago. I would like regularly average 6. I think the most I did was like 8 or 9 in a day. And I just looked at that and I was like, something needs to like fix up, because that's not okay. Like, imagine using your phone for the same amount of time that you sleep. To me, that was just like absurd. And so I was like, you know what, I need to free up some time so I can do things for me. Like, being on my phone is kind of a waste of time. I think a lot of you would relate to that. Next up, I have finished reading all current books and get some more. To show you the books, I haven't started all of them, but these are the current books that I want to finish. You have Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. This obviously talks about not having, like, when you start off with self-improvement, you don't want to have like a big ego and say, oh yeah, that doing that is beneath me, because it's probably not, and you probably just have a very big ego. And yeah. Mindset by Carol Dweck. This also is, I think it's like a book on how to like change having a certain mindset and like adopting a more growth mindset rather than a fixed mindset. This one, this art lot of not giving an F, don't demonetize me, um, is basically just about how caring less about certain things will benefit you in the long term. And I've started reading this one. I really, really enjoyed it. I will definitely finish this one first, for sure. um, Essentialism. This book is similar to the last one in the sense that um, it basically tells you to focus on the things that you feel give you the most just have most value to you. So spending less time on invaluable things such as like your phone or things that won't give you any benefit in the long run, and just like rather than focusing your time on those things, focus them on things that you know you can do well and that will benefit you. So yeah, I have started this, but I want to start it all over again just because I didn't do a good job at starting. And then there's this, it's the Sapiens. I think I've talked about this before. This one is like just to do with the history of humankind, and I did speak about this, so I won't get too much into it. But yeah, those are the books I want to finish. Sorry, fuck. Oh no, I swore. Okay, never mind. Let's just move on. Okay, nice. Learn how to cook for next semester. I am moving out of this dorm next semester, which I'm very happy about because I do have my own kitchen and I do want to but just learn how to cook certain things. Like I can cook basic breakfast stuff. That's easy. But just more complicated things like dals and stuff, you know. Next, try and get at least 50 hours of watch time by the end of the year. This one is important to me because in order to earn money on videos, you can call me a pig if you want. I do want to eventually monetize my content because, I mean, who wouldn't want to make money off of a side hustle, I guess let's call it. And I think like 50 isn't even close to what I'm supposed to get. You're supposed to get 4,000 watch hours and I think 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 or 1,000, one of those two. So yeah, obviously I have a long way to go, but I feel like setting a short-term goal for 50 hours of watch time by the end of this year is achievable, and it sets me up for like further goals down the line. Second to last, have a dedicated skincare routine. This one is important to me because I feel like a lot of men don't give a shit about their skin, and it's kind of a shame because like everybody has skin. You should generally want to take care of it because it just makes you look more attractive and it gives you like confidence and self-esteem, and just like it's not very attractive having like blemishes on your skin. So yeah. And then the last one, this is more of like a habitual thing that I want to get into. Meditate and journal daily. This one is important to me because I feel like meditation is something that just generally helps. Like I was having a conversation with my friend the other day. He was like, why do you think people meditate? And I was like, oh, it's probably because they want to get more focused on the present and like ground themselves where they are right now. And he said, while that is true, the more important thing is that when you meditate, when you try to sit down and meditate and like you close your eyes and you start focusing on your breathing, there's something that like nags at you and kind of like wants your attention like in the back of your mind. And when you focus on that, when you realize what that thing is, like what that thing that like getting into your, like you're trying to focus on meditating, and then there's just one thing that just keeps trying to get your attention. And when you realize what that thing is, it just like you kind of realize like that's kind of what your biggest issue is right here, right now. And when you're done meditating, you can focus on that issue and then beat the cycle. Because it's never like if you focus on that issue for a certain amount of time, it eventually is less of an issue, then another issue comes up, so on. But yeah, that is all the goals I have set, although it is quite a long list. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, there's like 9 goals. All of them have like varying time frames, but yeah, those are my goals. I would highly encourage all of you to set short-term goals and also long-term goals for yourselves, because it's good to know where you want to head and like what direction you're heading in, and you want to make sure that the things you're doing right now set you up for success down the road. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this is kind of like a bit out of the blue or just random sort of, but yeah, take care, have a good one, love you, peace, bye.